It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Giants. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. With the 60 outlaw. Check three. Go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Rock it. Christian, travel. Show it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got room. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
57, Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57, Mike 57. Bravo. 57 is the Mike. Watch 57. In your face.
Jones throwing on first down. He completes it to Tate. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
70, Indy.
Another try for Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. Big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Flushed out right, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Bynes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 29. Get him. 29 is Mike 29. You don't want none. Go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Here's Jones operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
3 down, 3 down. Check 4, check 4. Watch, twist. 6-6, bullet high. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check, check, check. Rock it. Check 99. Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Curl it. Yep. 57.
Now Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
8, read. Look at me. Door. Check. Switch. Door. Slam. X3. 218, chopper. 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run for it with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Watch that.
Jones now on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jones on first and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
High 7.
Now Jones to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, on that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 74 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries. 3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses. Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Check three. 36.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? It had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Go!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Pilot, 64, weak, 10, hey, exit.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is Shepard on the catch. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he's gone 2-2 on us now. Had 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
This is taken at the 3. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've gotten right back in this ballgame after a very sluggish first half. Back when you played, after a bad half in the locker room, is it usually the coaches or sometimes the players who are the most vocal?
It's usually the coaches, but I do remember one time in particular where the coaches started to talk about what they wanted us to do in the second half, and a couple of leaders stepped forward and said, "Coach, we've got this," and pretty much ushered them out, and they delivered the halftime message. It worked, too. We played much better in the second half and came back and won.
Well, whoever said something at halftime, it's working right now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms, and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Match box, right. Hey, Delta. Now. Check 9. 50 seconds to Mike. On the ball. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. I can't believe they let you play. Hey, Alpha! Let you play. 5.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack on first down, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Ingram again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. I got it.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.